Hello everyone, welcome back. Welcome to another stream. I'm literally just setting up now. Oh, away we go. I'm just gonna make sure all the links are sent out here. That moment where I have to send out so many links. Okay, we should be good. I'll just pull the dock out for chat and then we're good. Hey Swoop! I didn't sleep before it started this time. It was mainly like, it depends on how quickly the little one goes to sleep. Like, she's absolutely wrecked, so... So yeah, we're gonna be going ahead and doing the whole thing with Flowey of trying to get him set up in the world. I just need to actually take his animation and put it on the older version of him. So we're going to grab all of this at the moment. We're just going to copy all of that to the idle one. And the reason why we're doing this is because this version of Flowey is different. This version of Flowey has physics all over him. So like this idle animation that we've got for him here, this is literally just all physics. Nothing like animated by hand or anything. So it's actually really good for just chilling. And I thought, well, if I can try and apply that with all of the other stuff and see what happens. Let's see, do I need like 100 gap there or something like that? Because it looks ridiculous, the large gap at the beginning. Just double check this. Right, that gap at the beginning, not so sure about it. So we'll just drag it there. Should be fine from there, and then we'll... Dude, the amount of dialogue he has here, 242, what was it, 3010 frames? First getting scared of Flowey when they first meet, says Swoop. When I think of little tiny moments that could be effective. So, what I'm hoping for here is that we have some sort of like realism. So while he's busy doing his talk and everything, he's also being affected by wind. At least I hope he is. He should be. I need to check like what his petals are like in the full thing. Because his petals might have different settings between files. And if that's the case, well then I'll have to change them. But the rest of him is normal. I think what's happened is it's not it's not changing the settings repeatedly. What I need here is a modifier in, what was it, I think it's the graph editor that I need. Yeah, there we go, right? So we go into wind, strength, and what I need to do is have like a modifier on this. I think it's just cycles? Yeah, there we go. So this now just loops for the entire animation, right? If I go back into timeline, the idea is that this should give the impression that he's reacting to the wind around him. Reminder, please, is this a trailer you're doing? So this isn't a trailer, this is actually the ruins that I'm working on now. The best way to describe it is, or the situation currently is, I decided that I'd done I'd done like all the work up until now to get everything put together, and you'll hear me in like multiple different updates saying, I want this next update to be good. I want this next update to be better, you know. And I felt like with the core update that I put out, where we just had like all that animation, even if it was just some idols, we showed off a lot of the characters, we showed off the entire underground. There's only one way that I can actually get better than that, and that is by actually producing something. You know, so now it's like all this stuff that I've been going on about, or I've been saying like, okay, it'd be cool if this happens and that happens. It's throwing it all together now and just making sure everything works and actually coming up with part one, which will be the ruins. Pretty much, I'm doing a demo like Toby. You know, where Toby took the ruins and went, yeah, okay, there we go, it's a demo. I'm doing that. Because there's no way that I could get any better on top of what I've been doing apart from, you know, like producing an actual part. Okay, that doesn't look too bad apart from that petal there. Like, everything reacts fine, but what I can do is I can tweak the petals and everything and how they move, so it's not too bad. Because what's happening is the wind is affecting them there. Maybe because I've not got the position in place here, if I like change the position to say like this. Now let's see how that works. If I try and do that from like a certain angle, we just kind of get this little bit of a sway going. Do you think because of impatient people, you might have to release the movie in parts rather than a full thing? No, I did say a while ago that while I would like to do the entire thing as like a one movie file, which I probably will do eventually, the idea for doing it in parts made sense to me because one, it allows me to put out content a little bit sooner. Not really impacted by people, you know, that may be impatient, but it's more so that it allows me to focus on one area at a time and not get overwhelmed by anything. Because when you think about it, how many like characters I'm going to have to animate and things I'm going to have to do and take into consideration, like tiny details and things, it's a lot better doing it like this than it is, you know, like doing the entire thing in one go. Because if I did like the entire thing in one go, not only would people probably forget, yeah, I'll give them that, but the like people would be like, "Whoa, dude, wait, what project's this again?" But also, it's the whole thing of like it just makes it easier for me to manage. It's the way that the petals are here. I need to potentially tweak that. I'm like trying to get a good shot of this. Let's see. Flowey's expression file, I think, has him with different settings. I'm just gonna check it. The one where I have him like fully animated for the intro. Right, okay, so his mass for his petals is 0.2, stiffness is 8, gravity is 30. I'm just gonna get a screenshot of that. It's always good to keep consistency with stuff here, just so that we're not like totally screwing things up, you know. Let's see. Wiggle utilities. Quality of bake, we're gonna do 3. Maybe even 4. Because it's gonna be good, hopefully. Right, we're gonna change all of these settings to what they should be, apparently. Dude, it's got 0 stretch, 1 dampening. 0.3 gravity. Let's see how that looks. Oh my god. Oh, right. I need 0.5 gravity, maybe? 1? Okay, so no. Let's try 0.1. 0.3. The wind and the way it's affecting is so crazy. Mass. Let's try 0.5 for mass. I love the way it's like, he's clearly getting affected by the wind. A bit too much. Let's try 2. Because I do want him to have, like, the flippity-doo thing going on. Might have to, like, calm it down on these. If we do, like, 0.2 on the rest of them. Or 1. Do 1, and then for, like, stiffness, I can do, like, maybe 10. 20? Oh, dude, that is crazy. I'm also listening to some stuff in the background as well. You probably didn't see it, but in your stream with Rachel, I mentioned 2 of my videos being Undertale related. Is it one is me fighting Erisans and the other one is a meme video against a Mihawk Frogget? Mihawk from One Piece? Or am I just thinking anime all the time here? If I try that from like maybe the other angle? Try from this way. Okay, a bit too close there. Okay, there's gonna be like the perfect angle for this. Maybe it's because of the settings that I have here for the strength, because it's 1, then it goes to what? 3 or 4? 5? And then it goes back. Maybe if I set it to like 3 instead. Then it goes to 1, and then 3 again. And then 1 again. Let's see if that works. That's not too bad, depending on which way it's... Might still be a little bit too heavy because of the side there. Because I'm just thinking about how it's going to look compared to the other foliage. I need it to be more subtle. Right, the subtlety's there then? For the most part? Now it's just a case of potentially moving it slightly closer. Let's try... Oh. Let's see, something about Flowey's most left petal feels off. Over here? I know these ones feel off. Hang on. Okay, so we've got him being affected slightly. That's not too bad. More thinking, can I get, like... I want something that isn't just blowing at him like that. Can I maybe do it from, say, like this angle? See what happens. His other left a minute ago. It was too affected by the wind physics. Yeah, like trying to tweak this is such a pain. I think it also depends on his pose as well. It's either that or is there there's got to be a way of doing. Maybe it's just me. Like if I do this right, and I think I can tweak this right. With that, if I set that now, we just go back to our regularly scheduled thing, and I just go like 0.2813, right? We get the floppity-doo-ness, right? And then the rest can be affected by the wind like I wanted. So if I've got an idea here, an actual really cool idea. If we do that, and we have it so he's affected up to like 5, right? Like original. So he has that side blowing going on, right? That's at least good, right? Then what I do is I take another one and I subtly hit the rest of them. So we do like pet. Oh, let's just do like pet wind. Everyone is at work. Let's see. Everyone is at work helping with your project. I ask again because I'm the only one in chat. It depends really. Like some people don't like Undertale as well. Because I know like I explained it to a bunch of people in my Discord that I normally post to. And I was like, yeah, I'm doing this big project. It might be a while before I get back to doing my regularly scheduled stuff about like giant robots and stuff. And none of them really seem to care. So it sounds terrible of me. It's more so it's just like I can understand. I can't force people to like Undertale. You know. So I'm just kind of like chilling. But yeah, there are some people that are at work and some people that are just like, nah. It's like if I make a robot video or like a decent robot video, then they might come, but let's see here. Oh, there we go. So that's affected by wind a bit too much. Now that, I think, is primarily because I've set that other wind value to, like, 12 there when you're looking at it. If I do, like, 1, then it's mainly just that one. If I do 1. Because I was trying to get 12 to blow over Flowey quite a bit. So now if I do, like, pet wind, and I just go, like, 1 there. And then not there. We'll go to 2. And then we'll just do the same thing we did previous. We'll just take that and give that a looping cycle. See what happens now. Ooh, come on now. Okay, that doesn't seem too bad. Let's have a laugh because of how this is, right? If I hit 2 there, just to 2's a bit too much. Unless I add more gravity? No, less gravity. It's subtle, but it's there. Can I do like 1.2 the wind and see what happens? Have you ever seen Indie Cross? Yes. Isn't too bad so far. I look at the entire... Oh, whoa, whoa, what was that then? Ah, it's that. It clipped on itself. Right, so... Try and put the dampening on a little bit more and see what happens. Not there. Because I still want the floppy petals. Love the way that clips through there. Well, we can fix that. That looked a little bit funky there. 1.6 maybe? Hey, Damon. Just got back from work after walking and twisted my ankle. Dude, how much bad luck do you have? I know we've mentioned it before, but I hope you're alright. I tried 2 on that. Oh, it still does it. Okay. Okay, so I keep that. Move the wind a little bit. To about there, maybe? And then we can try that. Oh, I see. It's because I'm blasting Flowey at like full tilt there. Right, can we... Up there? Hey, Alvin! How you doing? The peak of Flowey. So I'm hoping now. So for anyone who's come in and doesn't know what I'm doing, I'm messing around with physics to try and get Flowey to animate and do all of his spiel while also being realistic. Like, as realistic as I can have him. The best part about this is I can actually control like literally every little bit with physics and stuff. If I set him up like that, right? Oh crap. That's on the dope sheet, not the timeline. Right. So then we've got that there like that. That's not good. What we need is that to kind of be like that instead. The same with like this. And then that can stretch this way. That can go that way. This can go over here. That moment where he's like clipping through himself. I might have to actually add collision to him. Hang on. That moment where like a lot of this is just going to be fixing Flowey tonight probably, because if I can get him working like that, it'll be great. If not, the only other thing I can do literally would be to physics sim everything else, because like if I turn off that and just have the wind normally, the goofiness of the petals kind of goes away. Because it's more, you're focused more on his main body and the way that he's tilting. The rest of it is just kind of additional stuff that kind of gets faked, kind of doesn't. Does that automatically set to... If I get rid of that... Right? Because despite that, the thing that it draws you to Flowey the most in this animation is the fact that one, he's leaning ever so subtly, and then the rest is his face. The petals are just kind of like a thing that are there, like the cherry on the cake, as it were, on top of it. Oh, leaves like his hair or something. Not exactly. Let's see. Mr. Dave, have you seen AI recently? It's just crazy because some of the video makes AI look real for some reason. Huh. I've not seen it too much. I've seen like AI getting more and more prevalent. Um, let's see about this, right? Sora 2 is crazy. I've seen the stuff behind that. What I might do here is bake all of the stuff from the stem. Damon. Let's have a laugh. Let's just was oh crap. Melee to J images for the sake of accuracy. Like I found a funny one recently. I want to do a reaction to it. It was me and Jen the other night literally found like wrestling. It was wrestling but AI version. So goddamn funny. Like it's absolutely hilarious. Uh I would pull it up, but like I'll probably get copyright strike by YouTube. But yeah, it was so funny. It's like so anyway, just like the Queen versus Martin Luther King or something. It was nuts. Um, there's the Queen riding to the ring on a on the Undertaker's bike when he's the American badass. It's like, dude, what? Let me just try and get this animation from Flowey. What I'm trying to do here is now get his, like his facial animation. I need that to be transferred over to the physics one. Let's see. Is it that one? Yeah, it is. If I can get it translated, or at least transferred over to this one, then what I can do is I can fix everything in here, then bake everything, which basically means that it doesn't actually work when it does work. It's really strange. And then away we go. Like a way to describe it would be like I'm simulating physics and everything else inside of like Blender. And then baking allows me to turn around and say, that simulation, instead of having it be physics, turn it into animation keyframes so that it's almost like I've just animated it all by hand and then turn the physics off, but it's still simulating like I want it to. So it's basically fake simulations. It's a good way of saving on like memory and stuff, so I'm not having to blow up my computer by trying to run physics sims on like every character. But it'll add that sense of realism, you know. You want to know what's the worst Undertale fan game that exists? Go for it. What's the worst one? Because I'm behind on like everything at the moment, apart from my own stuff, and maybe like knowing of games like um TS Underswap and Yellow and Red and Yellow. Oh, and then a couple of other projects like Souls Linked and stuff. Apart from that, I don't know too much. Undertale Last Breath Rewound. For three main things, it's the worst. Go on. Paste there. Trying to figure out what each bit is. Can we get the bit where he goes, "You're new to the underground, aren't you?" Because normally he looks up and down when he does that. Um. The buggy hitboxes. Lots of luck, and a creator who believes that if you can't beat it, you just have skill issues. This looks really cursed / hard. I love the way, because we're using like a better version of Flowey for the other one, his face is just like all over the place here. So what we need to do now is take all of that, fix it, and then bake it. And then I can put it in the other version. So like for instance, if we go just for the sake of it, just to make sure I'm not like giving the game away here, as it were, in terms of like Blender was. Oh, right. What I'm gonna do is the reason why I'm doing that is just to see what happens if I put video editing on here. I didn't want there's one in particular or a couple of in particular files that literally have my face on them just for reference. And I'm like, I'd rather not have those, just be like front and center, you know. Let's try. It was edited too, right? Hang on. Yeah, it was. If I put this on now, here, bam, right? And then we go animation. I just need to match this up now. Hang on. Oh. Ah, that's early there. Hang on. His animation is early. Does that match there? Hang on. No, it doesn't. Let's try there. The right. So right, I need to move that. It's about there, roughly. Hang on. I just, instead of having preview there, can I just like split that and have 3D viewport? I don't need that as much as I do like audio sync. I love the way I just made that as a thing that I need here just to make this easier to match. Name the year that you think this will be done by. I honestly don't know. There. Yeah, I knew it. It's just a joke. Yeah, yeah. I'm not mad. I am. It's so subtle, but I actually do like this. Right. So, because we're working in this file now, we'll just get it all sorted. I'm going to put the audio on for a little bit. I was actually streaming with one of the Undertale, like the 10th anniversary OST remaster in the background, but instead we're gonna put Flowey on back here. But so I had to get this all set up to be like,
howdy, I'm Flowey, Flowey the flower.
There's too big a gap there. I need to cut that maybe about there. He goes,
You're new to the underground, aren't you?
I.
Golly, you must be so confused.
Right, that's the bit where I'm gonna have a cut there. This is the bit where we're gonna have Frisk, and Frisk is literally just gonna be like, what was it? Was the ad lib bit for Frisk? So I can show that off because it's so funny. There we go. Inside voice for Frisk while looking at Flowey.
I heard of monsters being down here, but this is ridiculous.
So if you didn't hear that, it's Frisk turning around and going, I've heard of monsters being down here, but this is ridiculous. It's like, you must be so confused, and Frisk is just like deadpanning Flowey. So let's try and get this first bit set up.
Howdy, I'm Flowey, Flowey the flower.
I reckon I add a marker there, snip that, right? And then we zoom in, and we cut all of that to about there. Sounds like a Minecraft villager there. For talking to themselves. Yeah, we want Frisk to have a little bit of humor and craziness. Of course, Frisk deadpans. Hey, Fabio. Damon says remember to comment, everyone, to get Dave's engagement up. Yeah, that's one. YouTube turned around to me recently and they were like, if you don't see Dave, or rather, if you're not getting shown up in people's subscriptions or people aren't showing up in yours, maybe it's because you're either not engaging or they're not, like doing anything like commenting or liking, or you're not commenting or liking on the videos or whatever. So that's why they're not coming up in your feed anymore. And I had a talk about this with people on my Discord, and I was like, look, as far as I'm concerned, I felt for years like I should earn comments and likes based off content that I'm doing. So if somebody finds it funny, if somebody likes it, if someone enjoys it, then it's all fair to kind of expect, like likes and comments, but it's fine if it doesn't happen. But now YouTube's basically pushing it like, yeah, if you don't do that, then they eventually will just stop showing up in your subs box, and then they'll just flat out vanish. And I'm just like, dude, that sucks.
Howdy, I'm Flowey, Flowey the flower. You're new to the underground, aren't you?
about that next one. How humorous do you want Frisk? Honestly, at the moment, not too sure. I'm kind of going with, like, me and Wally go through bits of talking about it, because Wally is Frisk's voice actress. We both kind of bounce off each other on what'll be funny and what tone we need for, like, certain areas. So, Frisk isn't too funny. It's just, like, in certain moments at the moment, just for, like, ad-lib stuff as well, so... Let's go there. If I do that, trying to see if this sounds natural.
Howdy, I'm Flowey. Flowey the Flower. You're new to the underground, aren't you? Golly, you must be so confused.
Maybe a little bit more of a pause there. About there, maybe?
Howdy, I'm Flowey. Flowey the Flower. You're new to the underground, aren't you? Golly, you must be so confused.
That doesn't sound too fast to me. Let's try and edit to that now. So if I do like another... Can I split that again? No, that's not going to be good. If I split the top here, where is it? Split? Can I get a split on the window? Horizontal split. There we go. And then we do timeline. We do this. Oh, that's going to be great for audio sync. This is looking good. Still sick? Yes, I got a new cold recently, so I'm terribly congested. Just reminded me now, in terms of, like, taking my pills. I've got terrible congestion, which is affecting my breathing. So I'm just like, at the moment. It didn't help that, like, last night was just kind of bad for sleep as well. I had, like, migraines all the other day because of feeling sick. And then I was like, in the morning, I felt sick. I was like, okay, I'll get somebody to come round, help look after Rachel. I'll get a couple of hours. I called a couple of hours then, and I was like, okay, I should be good. And then it was only like 3 or 4 hours later, I started feeling sick again. So I was like, Jen, you know, when you get off work, can I just like have a couple of hours in bed and just see what happens? Jen's like, yeah, sure, it's no problem. Jen takes over after I've had a day of dealing with Rachel while being sick. And then what ends up happening is I wake up at like, I think it was 6 p.m. And I'm like, okay, I'm feeling a lot better now, but this might ruin my sleep pattern. And it's like, well, I'm going to have to be up early again. And I was not getting to sleep before like 3 a.m. last night, so it just ruined everything. I think I've only had like 5 hours sleep. So yeah, it's not good.
Howdy, I'm Flowey. Flowey the Flower.
I need that there. Up there.
Flowey the Flower. You're
About there for that bit.
You're new to the underground, aren't you?
Maybe a little bit forwards.
You're new to the underground, aren't you?
He finishes roughly about there. What? Hang on.
You're new to the underground, aren't you?
Ah,
Go.
the. You must be so confused.
Golly, you must be so confused.
Where's that ending point? Hang on. Do I have to bring that over as well? Hang on.
Go. Golly, you must be so confused.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's looking good for retweaking the. Get well soon. Thank you very much, Damon. Swoop says, I'm head to bed, I suppose. Bye, guys. Thanks, Swoop. Thank you for the fan art yet again. We'll see you next time. So, yeah. Constantly fighting with, like, migraines and stuff, and then working on things in the evening when I can. Oh, it's okay. It's fine.
Howdy! I'm Flowey. Flowey the Flower. You're new to the underground, aren't you? Golly, you must be so confused.
I don't think that's bad. And I don't think that part of the animation is bad either. If we take that to like 475, right? And then we bake all of that. That should be good. So what I need is all of that. So if we do pose, bone collections, I'm just gonna set this up right. Animation, bake action, bake everything. Just go bam, right? He does sound ominous, like you shouldn't trust him. Oh, that's totally the idea. That is literally the idea. The intro is crazy. Like, where's the reference? Just let me get the reference for you, because he's up to stuff from like the moment the game starts. You know, especially if you're not familiar with Undertale. Undertale. Let's try. And let's not do that one. Let's do Pacifist Ruins. Where is he? There you go. Pacifist Ruins. Let me just... I just realized I still have desktop audio on in the background. Just let me throw this up. Oh. Do. Okay, so here we go, right? This is from Holo from 10 years ago. So this is the start that I've got Sammy redrawing. The idea is I wanted this, but in more HD. So Sammy is up to, where is it? With the drawing at least. Sammy's drawn all of this so far. Both the video and the game sync together. This is Damon. So Sammy's drawn everything up until I think it was this, and then this bit. So when you see it, this is going to be all like redone in HD, and I want to try and have it done like a storybook or something. Still kind of trying to figure that out in my head at the moment, but especially because we have Toriel doing like voiceover for it in the background, I figured that'd be good. But yeah, having it like look like a storybook would be so good at the beginning, like out of Toriel's shelf or whatever. But yeah, that's the intro. Sammy's drawn all of that, right? Now what happens is, at the beginning of the game, when you wake up immediately, you're already in the bed of flowers from the intro. And then this is that room that I made at the beginning where I was like, okay, Frisk stands up. And then we progress, right? This is what I've been doing in 3D, right? So this is the next encounter. This is what I'm animating at the moment. So here's Flowey. Flowey's all sus. Like this is me going through it for anyone that obviously from my Discord that's not familiar. But yeah, Flowey's incredibly sus from the get-go, like his mannerisms and stuff. And I've tried to emphasize that a little bit more. But immediately, Flowey is teaching you about the mechanics of the game and how the battle system works. And then he over the course of the dialogue, he gets way more sus. Even the music gets crazy. Hang on. Right? For this bit, he says like, "Oh, you can gain more experience with love down here, right? Love is little white friendliness pellets, right?" And he's trying to lead you on, being like, "Oh yeah, if I just hit you with these, you'll get love, right? Move around, try and get as many as you can." Now this can play out in two different ways. See? Hey buddy, you missed him, and the music changes as well. So does his facial expression. He even changes the dialogue there. He's like, "Run into the bullets," and then you see him look at his own dialogue, and then he goes, "Friendliness pellets" instead. So he's messing with you from the get-go. He's breaking the fourth wall. You know. So that's what I'm in the process of making in 3D.
Howdy, I'm Flowey. Flowey the Flower. You're new to the underground, aren't you?
That's pretty well known.
You
It is
must be
good.
so confused.
Like, I love just all the craziness with this. So let's try. We'll take the bake here for everything, and we'll take it across to the other version of this with the facial expression, and then all I need to do really is retime the audio, and then take that into the new file. The reason why I've done that is because the face on the other one is messed up, whereas this one is a little bit better. And as you can see, he's got a bit creepy. Like the entire line is here as well, like the entire dialogue. Hang on.
Howdy.
Where is it?
Your soul starts off weak, but it can go strong if you gain a lot of LV.
Oh, it's not working there.
What's LV stand for? Why, love, of course. You want some love, don't you?
You can see how I've tried to like have his like subtle deviousness kind of come through a little bit there, where he's got a little bit of a smirk on him still, but his eyes are like, "You want some love, don't you?" Oh, you can hear it. His voice as well, like Rogue's voice for Flowey, really sort of made me choose different facial expressions for this. Is kind of a thing of trying to match it.
Don't worry, I'll share some with you.
But this is
Down
all like
here,
based off the game.
Love is shared through
Little
white
white
friendliness pellets.
pellets.
Are you ready? Move around. Get as many as you can.
Actually, I might, instead of just doing the physics thing, I might just copy Flowey into that file, because this one's, I actually like this. Not too bad. Let's just actually see how it goes. We've got the video editing though, we've got the animation. I just bam there for a moment, and then we just go bam like that. It was like 400 and what? 475? 475.
Howdy, I'm Flowey. Flowey the Flower. You're new to the underground, aren't you? Golly, you must be so confused.
Wait, what? How did that match? Because I didn't match up the... What? I matched up the other audio perfectly, but in this one I didn't do it, and it seemingly just lined up anyway. What?
I'm Flowey. Flowey the Flower. You're new to the underground, aren't you? Golly, you must be so confused. Howdy.
Just
Flowey.
constantly just saying, "Howdy, I'm Flowey, Flowey the Flower." Can we just like get that now? Did that? That really didn't edit anything, did it?
Howdy! I'm Flowey. Flowey the Flower.
Damon says, decide to finally give Undertale another shot. Oh, nice. Hope it goes well for you.
You're new to the underground, aren't you? Golly, you must be so confused.
Well, let's try this. Let's name this file physics. Anim underscore Flowey underscore intro. Part 1 physics. Damon says, do I have to head to bed since I have college in the morning, so I'll see you. Thanks, Damon. hope you get some good sleep. Now make his face so HD it takes up the entire project file. What? Just like zoom it total HDness like. Like no. UTDT typing speech quirks are pretty cool, but also I very much enjoy moments that do certain type of unique things to text to speech to represent IRL quirk of speech. It's going to be interesting seeing how this comes out.
Howdy! I'm Flowey. Flowey the Flower.
Right, let's grab all of this. His pose stuff. And we'll just throw that on the new file. What was it? Scene 2 physics. Right, so that's another 475. We'll edit the audio over it in a bit. In fact, I'm probably going to need a setup section here. Can I do like, instead of video editing here, can we do shot setup or oh no, it'll be audio sync. Can we do split area? Let's trying to think about this. So close that. I need to have it so it's that for audio, that for 3D viewport. So there. And then I need to have not just another sequencer. I need another like horizontal split. Where is it? For anything else. Come on. Horizontal split. There we go. Just in case I need anything else there. Because I'm going to need that for audio, that for shot. Oh, that was it. I wanted that for timeline. Okay, so audio sync. I mean, an absurdly unnecessary amount of detail down to the atomic level so that a baby universe grows inside him for the density of detail. Just have it so he's like tessellated a billion times. Picture of IRL Flowey with Flowey's face printed. Oh, IRL flower of Flowey's face printed on. This will be Undertale in 2013. That's when we need to start that animation. What's the rest of this? Is it just baked? Howdy, I'm Flowey. Flowey the Flower. Okay, so that's when we need to start this. I don't know why this is all baked into here, but we'll roll with it. Oh, come on now. Right. Oh, I just that moment when you want to get rid of all of the keyframes and just put new ones in. Bam, right? So we're going Ah, haha, there's an issue there. For that, we need to roll this. I think I can at least. Hang on. Interp automatic. Oh. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Dude, why is they... Like, that's just all kinds of crazy. The fact that that matches. If I drag the audio... Was Ruins, Flowey, edit, bam, right? And then we just go...
Howdy. You're new to the underground.
Whoa, 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 what's up with that?
Howdy.
Okay, so that's all the way over there. Okay. Like 15 seconds in.
Howdy.
What's the howdy bit? The...
Howdy. I'm Flowey.
Oh,
Howdy.
can we like hide the sim for a
I'm
moment?
Flowey.
Possibly hide some of the other stuff that's simming, just so that I can keep the viewport res down. That might work.
Flowey. Flowey the Flower.
No, it didn't. Okay, so I'm clearly simming a little bit too much
I'm
here.
Flowey. Flowey the Flower. Howdy. I'm Flowey. Flowey the Flower. Hmm.
You have to render this off.
You're new to the underground, aren't you? Golly, you must be so confused. Someone ought to teach you.
Damn.
Golly, you must be so confused.
Right. Send that there at 900. Or at least 950. And then I've got to render that off now. For audio, I've got to just make sure this all lines up. At least now that I know simming with this kind of thing is going to be a pain because of how everything is. Right, so let's just render. And away we go. Oh. Right, I've been at this for an hour. I'm going to call it there, and hopefully it'll be good. I shall post the results up later on the Discords and stuff. So, thank you very much, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed, and I shall see you on the next one. So until then, bye!